Welcome to another episode of Wine Design. We are at Nine Hats Winery in SoDo, the really cool industrial neighborhood of south of downtown of Seattle. I'm here with Jonathan McBride, the tasting room lead, and we are here to enjoy some of these fine wines that you guys produce, and then talk a little bit about design, and probably go back and forth between drinking and talking.
Sounds good.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's start with drinking.
Yeah. Well, usually we try and talk about what we're actually drinking. So
sure.
We stole the thunder on that with the 2016 Riesling.
Yeah.
From Columbia Valley, which I understand it to be kind of a big mountain swath of area out.
Columbia Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Columbia Valley is just kind of an overall term that we use for eastern Washington.
Yeah.
There's several different viticultural areas in Washington. This particular one, most of the fruit that we source for this comes from a region called Horseheaven Hills,
okay,
which is just on the Oregon border, right by the Columbia River. It's
Gotcha.
this beautiful vineyard called the Benches. That's actual benches of land that go down overlooking the Columbia River.
And for those of you at home who think Riesling, oh my God, it's so sweet. Riesling got a bad rap because of the whole white Merlot, whatever, trying to get sweet wine out to people. Mm-hmm. This one has just a touch of sweetness to it. It is well balanced, and most Riesling is good. There's a lot of crap out there, yes. But
oh yeah.
Forget what you think you know and try something like this with, what would you eat this with? Drink this with food.
This is an excellent wine if you're a fan of Thai food, Indian food, anything that's got some spice to it. That little bit of sweetness and the high acidity in Riesling cuts through the heat, and it's a beautiful pairing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, on the other side of things,
sure,
let's talk about the design. We're in this really cool spot, right?
I know, I wish you could see it. Well, I guess you can kind of see it.
We can kind of see it, and we'll throw some photos in on here,
sure,
all that good stuff. What are the most important elements of a tasting room design from your perspective?
Honestly, that kind of depends on the kind of experience you want to give your guests. Tasting rooms for so long were just kind of basic rooms where people would come in, they'd stand at a bar and they would taste wine and then purchase wine and leave. But it's gotten to the point now where the preferences have changed, things have evolved, and they're pushing more towards creating tasting rooms that are more a space similar to a wine bar, kind of encouraging people to stay a little bit longer and make it a little more comfortable and cozy for
And for those people who have not been to
guests.
SoDo, I'm sitting in this tasting room right now. I've been around SoDo recently on two trips.
Mm-hmm.
This feels like a SoDo wine bar. Describe what I mean by that, since you know this neighborhood a lot better.
SoDo wine bar. It's kind of goes back to what I was saying before. We want the space to be a bit more warm and inviting and welcoming, more comfortable for the guests so that they feel that they want to stay and lounge and maybe have a glass or buy a bottle and share that. We've got a pizzeria next door, so people are bringing food over now too. So it does have much more of a wine bar feel. We are trying to keep the tasting room vibe here as well and kind of do a mix of the two, which is why behind us here we don't have any stools or chairs at the bar, so that if people are wanting just that tasting experience, they can have that, or they can sit at one of these tables here or some of our other more comfortable chairs.
5 words. Describe Nine Hats Wines.
Oh, 5 words. Fun, approachable, food friendly, elegant, and nuanced.
There you go. I would say a great way to drink in SoDo.
Oh, well, there you go. Close enough.
I just blew that one. Tell our audience one thing they might not know about Washington State wine.
Oh, there's a lot of cool facts about Washington State wine. For those that aren't too familiar with it, there's a lot of it. We're the largest producer of Riesling in the United States, speaking of. First one off the top of my head, there's over 900 different wineries represented here in Washington, so there's a lot of wine to taste up here.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Your perfect day, perfect pairing, experience or food with one of your wines and something.
Well, I did already mention the Thai food. I just had this exact Riesling recently with some pad Thai, which was awesome, but I have to plug in our pizzeria next door. Our red wine, our flagship wine, it's a Cabernet Merlot Syrah blend. It's super approachable, easy to drink, and it's very food friendly with anything you can think of. And yeah, the pizza next door is pretty awesome with it. So
When you're not drinking wine from Washington, what local spirit or beer are you going to?
Washington local spirits.
Yeah, or beer. Just what's your non-wine drink of choice?
Oh, beer. It's got to be beer. Yeah. And we're lucky we've got a brewery right next door to us, so it's good stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day.
Sure.
Let the bar go crazy. I know those people behind there are probably trying to pour some big pours.
Yeah.
Thank you for another episode of Wine Design. We look forward to seeing you, and cheers.
Cheers.